Hey there guys, Shoutout from Shaqtech here. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a really fun and interesting tutorial here in Photoshop here today. We're going to be using the new neural filters. A lot of these are still in beta. But yeah, if you want to go play around with these yourself, just make sure you have the newest version of Photoshop and you'll be able to get them using Go. So let's get right into it. So first up, we're going to want to go to our filter tab and then scroll down to neural filters. So we'll click that. Oh, and first of all, these images were graciously provided to us by my close friend of mine, Arnold. Thank you very much, Arnold, for these pictures. So here we have a young Arnold here, and what we're going to do with the neural filters is aim to try and increase the age of it and see how the neural filters go. So initially when you open up the neural filters here, you'll get the default filters that you can have. So you have skin smoothing, JPEG, artifact removal, style transfer, which is pretty cool off the bat. But then let's go into the beta filters, and that's where the interesting stuff happens. So already you can see it detected a face. So young Arnold has been picked up here by our AI. And then there's all sorts of options such as smart portrait, makeup transfer, which is really cool. You can take a picture of maybe a model, or you like this set of makeup, and Photoshop will actually apply it onto any picture that you want. We have depth awareness, which is really cool. We got colorizing, so black and white photos can be recolorized. We got super zoom, noise reduction, face cleanup. So this is like to remove your glasses and whatnot. It's still not a thing yet. They're about to release that, but it's in beta. So what we're going to be looking at first is smart portrait. So we want to increase his age up a little bit. So let's turn on the beta tag on, and so you have a variety of options here. You can increase our happiness, surprise, anger, facial age. We'll play around with those in some of the other photos, but this one I'm really keen to increase his facial age. Let's see what happens when we turn it up to maybe 25. Let's see what happens. So what it's doing right now is processing its machine learning, its AI, so it's using whatever data it has in the cloud to try and make the best result for you. Sometimes this can take a while for you depending on the image, your internet connection, etc. And as you can see, the more we turn up his elderness, he seems to gain in earrings or something. That's a bit weird, which is cool. You can do some really cool things such as hair thickness. See if we can get his hair down. Oh yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. Can I see what the... So you can see the before and after. You know, he looks kind of like an old female in this shot. And that's just kind of funny. And then you can turn up his hair thickness. Whoa, what? I feel like the AI has maybe thought that he's female in this picture. I don't know if it's just me, but it kind of, yeah. Anyways, so let's give him this. I like the thinner hair, and then you can play around with his head direction. Now this is really cool, especially for people that are trying to transpose faces onto other images. You're able to now like use this artificial intelligence thing to actually get it to slightly turn here and there, so it makes it look more natural in edited photos. So you can go left to right and turn a person here. And remember, this is all AI driven, and yeah, it's really cool. So let's keep it. It's kind of creepy, but we'll keep it like that. You have stuff like light direction, which you can do. I find that these things here are better to do manually sometimes. Like they look just like someone's applied a gradient more than actually helping the image itself. So yeah, I usually stay away from that. Some of the other cool things, so I'm just going to press OK on that. Let's save that to a side. Young Arnold, before and after there. And then let's look at this picture. So this one is a bit more complicated. We got this black and white separate. We got this black separation on the background. So open up our neural filters again. And we're going to go back into smart portrait, and he's looking, I'm not gonna lie, he kind of looks a bit too serious for me in this one, so let's turn up his happiness. let's put it to max. See what the maximum happiness looks like on him. So yeah, what I've noticed is the initial filterization, or the initial, whenever you run the filter initially on a photo, it takes a while, but after that it's a little bit faster. I'm not sure if that's just because it's caching something or whatnot. And then you can see it's even added teeth. You can see some weird masking going on, or some sort of, yeah, the feathering is just not right there. Yeah, but there's Arnold with a big old grin. Let's see what happens if you put it down to the, oh. Okay, so when you put the happiness line down all the way at the end, he has this quite a staunch face there. He was already quite staunch on that one, but let's put it in the middle there somewhere. Let's get a little bit of happiness into him. There we go, look at that. Yeah, it's really weird how they add this teeth. I'm not sure how this is coming from. Is this just coming from similar images or whatnot, or they're patching it on? Surprise is an interesting one. Yeah. Kind of opens your mouth, I've noticed. The more you open it up and then all the way down, it kind of just like makes it look really relaxed. Yeah, let's put him in the high up there. Like, okay. Anger is a fun one as well. Turning all the way up there, it kind of flattens your eyebrows lines a bit. Okay, and that is a weird combination, I have to say. I wasn't expecting that. Let's put the angle all the way down. I don't know why is it so, I don't know what's going on there, but let's see what happens if you put the angle all the way down on this. Oh, whoa, we crashed Photoshop. That's great. Let's try that again. Alright, we're back. Not too sure what happened there. I'm guessing it just couldn't handle what was going on for a while there. So we're back. Another thing I really want to try is black and white. So I'm just going to black and white this photo. And then we're going to open up the filter again. I'm going to save as this as a JPEG. So now this is a black and white image. Now I want to try the recolorization on this. Let's see if we can bring the color back in this photo. See how smart the AI is in doing this. So back to the beta filters, Colorize. So what you're gonna do is these filters are actually, you have to download them. So by default they're not already there, so you got to download them. You click the cloud button and they'll download them, which is pretty cool. And whoa, it actually does a decent job of picking up the colors. Like if I was to maybe drag these around, you can sort of get to, not sure what that is, but yeah, it's sort of bring the color. Remember, we were just completely black and white, and now it's brought back these colors. I don't know exactly how it figures these out, but yeah, that's actually really awesome. Now let's take a look at another one of Arnold's pics here. So I'm gonna open up one. Now I want to test one with glasses and see how it interacts with that as well. So let's go to our neural filters, and hopefully it doesn't crash this time. We don't really need any skin smoothing there, but let's go to Smart Portrait. So he looks happy and fine. Now, one thing I wanted to try and do with this one is turn down his hair thickness. Let's see what happens. He has a lot of hair in this photo. Let's take it off. Yeah, I mean, I could see Arnold rocking that trim there. That's an interesting one. Yeah. Okay, moving on. So let's try some of the other things. Let's try some stuff as a super zoom. So let's bring in a photo I have of my mate, Jesse, that I took recently. Alright, so this is a really nice photo here. You can see, I took this in the lavender fields. I haven't done anything. This is actually a raw one. So let's go into neural filters, see if it picks up the face. So let's go to beta filters. So it picks it up beautifully. So let's try to do a super zoom. I like to crop out that part of his face. So what we're going to do is click super zoom, turn it on, and what you do is you get this little preview window here, and this is where you choose where you want to frame your photo. So let's make it, I don't like how though it's a quite a substantial increment. Unless there's another nicer way to do it. But let's see, let's zoom in like that close and yeah, center him like that. Enhance image details, noise. From my position I can't really see noise, but let's remove some JPEG artifacts. Let's see what happens. You can see it's loading up there. And enhance face details, because I really want to pop the face on this photo. And boom, we've got a bit of a zoomed up image here now. I don't know if it's me, but it looks like it's smoothened the face. Could it be because of the removing the JPEG artifacts? Maybe. I would have thought it would bring out a bit more detail. The preview looks a lot more detailed. I'm not sure if it's just... Let's take that off and see if that changes anything. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not... Not sure, but it does bring it out to the same size, which is actually kind of preserving the quality by increasing the size, because it's made it the same size as the original image. So you might be making a good trade-off there. I'm not sure. Oh, one thing I wanted to try with this was to see what the elderly... And yeah, just to round it off, let's just do one more elderly look on Arnold here. So we turn up the age. Yeah, I feel I feel like the AI here that Photoshop is using is thinking that it is an elderly woman. I think that's just what's happening here. Let's turn up the hair thickness and see what happens. Where they add the wrinkles. You can see slightly even in the between the eyebrows. You can see a little bit of action. This, yeah. Put the hair thickness down. Okay, and yeah, I see it. I see it. The one option that I don't quite understand on here though is the gaze. I'm not too sure still what it does, because it kind of just blackens the eyes. Oh, I guess it's, yeah, it's what direction your eyeballs are looking. I mean, it kind of works. It looks interesting and works sort of. Yeah. Yeah, and then it's, you know, angry Arnold there, you know, the angry Arnold, but he is like super... He's happy and angry at the same time, and that's really weird. It adds even the teeth into it. Is it okay on that? Yeah, so you can see the big amount of difference there. And yeah, so that's pretty much the neural networks aspect. The new neural filters features in Photoshop. A lot of it is still in beta, and a lot of them new things that are coming through, like the pencil characters and the lot of stylizing filters. I didn't really want to go through too much of those. They kind of seem a lot more similar to the filters you have by default, the stylizing filters that you have on Photoshop. But yeah, the manipulation of people seems quite interesting. The smart portraits aspect of it. And yeah, this black and white thing also is pretty cool. But yeah, it's interesting to see in this, and see with space Photoshop using AI and machine learning to do their editing. It's quite an interesting aspect of it. Interested to see what comes out in the future. Big thank you to Arnold for providing me with some amazing photos here to work with on this tutorial. Let me know down below what you thought of the video, and if you want to see any more Photoshop tutorials and whatnot. If you have any other ideas for tutorials, let me know down below. But as always, stay safe and eyeball one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.